your DJ. That's not loud.
That is loud! Woo! For the high and you know this is your chance. If you wanna ask me, do, cause I'll make you dance. And never any night like this and you in the crowd. The deer is alone, I shout, why don't you play me loud? Why don't you play louder? Why don't you play louder? Why don't you play louder? So loud, you should be pumping it high. Town, nobody's down, but the deer is alone. I shout, why don't you play me loud? Why don't you play louder? Why don't you play louder? Why don't you play louder? So loud, you should be pumping it high, high volume. Why don't you play louder? Why don't you play louder? I wanna keep the crowd. I wanna hear it loud. Look at the highest high. This is gonna be a chance. If you wanna know the answer, I can tell you like my fire. Never ending a night like this. It's always something in my mind. Taking my hand, it is alive. Why don't you play me loud? Why don't you play me